All right, so I don't know when this is going to go live, and it's kind of out of order. But my goal is to help people learn what I'm learning. That's one of the big things here. And this week, Claude just announced their newest model, which is 4.5 Opus, I believe. This is crazy because what it actually has done is combined Claude Code into the Mac desktop app, which I've been using. So if you've watched some other videos, I've only made a few, and now I'll be moving to this new workflow. You'll see that I started just using the Claude desktop app. Then I learned how to use Claude desktop and Claude Code in terminal. Anthropic now just pulled Claude Code into the desktop app, basically a terminal-like experience, and I can be doing both things. So you actually, on my screen here, you see right now I'm running some updates to build a role system. When the players build their family, you get to pick a father profession, and then now you'll get to pick a wife profession, your first wife, because yes, there's polygamy in this game. Historically accurate. So I don't have a ton more on this. I'm just an hour or so into using it. But basically, you can stand up different instances of Claude Code. Each of these is unique, meaning you have to load in all your context documents every time. And the best way to do that is you actually create a claude.md file. So this claude.md file is something that anytime you load Claude Code in a folder and point it to that folder to start working, which for me is the game folder of the Mormon Trail, it will read this first. You can ask Claude to make this for you early on. If you go back to one of my first videos about creating all the game design documents, you can actually have it create this. And then this claude.md file sits on your root directory. And anytime you spin up an instance of Claude Code, it's going to read this document, figure out all the directions that you want, and then it's going to read any other documents that you reference. So in here, I tell it to read the project overview. I tell it to read the game state document, which is like all the updates, any big changes we've made. And then you can actually see here too, every time it pushes code, it updates those documents. So what this does is it allows Claude Code, no matter if it's new chat, to get up to speed of what's going on. I have some other directions in here about just verbiage and whatnot, but this I didn't create. I asked Claude to do it. And I think that's kind of like one of the lessons I'm going to continue to hammer. Like you just tell it what you need, or it'll tell you what it needs inside of that. So this is pretty exciting. It feels a little slower than terminal, to be honest, but I'm going to give it a go. And then from there, see how this goes from a experience standpoint. Now, from what I understand, Opus 4.5 is more expensive. It does seem slower. That's probably one of those speed things here. I bet if I switch back to Sonnet 4.5, it would speed up. But those things it's a better model overall. And speed and cost, speed goes up over time and cost goes down over time. So I wouldn't be surprised within a month or two, both those things improve, that this gets faster and it gets cheaper. So anyway, that's just a little update for today. I can't really tell you much about the gameplay or code quality because, well, I don't even know what it's creating. So welcome to the life of a game designer who knows nothing about development.